Hello students, good evening. What we'll be learning today is cancellation of forward contract. Cancellation of forward contract, most feared topic as far as CA final students are concerned. Believe me, there's nothing to fear. It is as easy as 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Let me start first with some explanation of forward contract and then we'll be moving on to cancellation of forward contract. Say I am a farmer. I have entered into contract with Balaji Wafers that I will be selling 1 kg of potatoes at the rate of rupees 10 to Balaji Wafers, but after 6 months. So this is basics of forward contract. The contract is made today. Contract is entered into today. But delivery and payment will happen after 6 months. So farmer will be delivering 1 kg of potatoes to Balaji Wafers. Balaji Wafers will be paying rupees 10 irrespective of market price to farmer. Whatever is the market price is not concerned and this contract is compulsory. Now understand, on maturity, this is happening on maturity. On maturity, farmer wants to cancel the contract. Farmer wants to cancel this contract. See, farmer cannot say I will not perform the contract, otherwise there is a breach of the contract because this contract is compulsory. Now comes how the contract can be cancelled. We have already learned how the contract can be settled, but we are going to learn how the contract can be settled. We need to find out first what is the market price of potatoes, of course, on maturity. Market price of potatoes is rupees 15 per kg. It is rupees 15 per kg on maturity. See, we don't know the reason of farmer, but he wants to cancel the contract. The reason can be financial. In this contract, he will have to sell compulsorily at the rate of rupees 10. In market, now he is getting, after 6 months, he is getting 15 rupees. So, he might be inclined to cancel this contract. But the cancellation cannot happen at will. They are compulsory contract and how to cancel, try to concentrate. Balaji Wafers will say that okay, I am ready to cancel the contract. I am ready to cancel the contract, but if you pay me the difference, why? Balaji Wafer can purchase at what rate? Rupees 10? But now it will have to purchase, if this contract is cancelled, Balaji Wafers will have to purchase it at the rate of rupees 15 from the market. But they have already committed 10 rupees. So they should be getting net at the rate of rupees 10. Or in other words, if a farmer cancels this contract, in market he can sell his potatoes at the rate of rupees 15. What is the rate he is getting in the contract? 10 rupees. So he will be getting 5 rupees benefit for selling it into the market. So in this case, farmer will pay Balaji rupees 5 on maturity to cancel the contract. Sir, this is settlement by difference. I absolutely agree. This is nothing but settlement of contract by difference. Balaji Wafer was purchaser, he was bullish. Farmer was seller, he was bearish in potatoes. Market is bullish or bearish? Market is bullish. If market is bullish, bullish person will be getting and bearish person will be paying if the settlement is done through differences. So cancellation of contract on maturity and settlement through differences is the same concept. There's nothing different in it. This is nothing but cancellation of contract on maturity. Now, why we are doing this concept after learning something about Forex, try to concentrate whenever the cancellation happens of a commodity which is potatoes, the question is easy. But when it happens of dollar or pound, that is foreign currency, it is a somewhat typical. I'll not say it is difficult, but it is somewhat typical. Let us go to second point. There is Mr. X, who is an importer. He enters into a contract with SBI Bank. Now, as he is an importer, he might have purchased a machinery and $1 lakh is payable after 6 months. Is that all right? So, he enters into contract with SBI Bank to purchase $1 lakh. The rate quoted by bank is 75. At the rate of rupees 75 after 6 months. Is it alright? Please understand, for Mr. X or customer, this is forward purchase contract. For bank, this is forward sale contract. Is it all right? This is a compulsory contract. The answer is yes. There is no option in it. This is a compulsory. After 6 months, Mr. X will have to purchase $1 lakh from SBI Bank and will have to pay 75 rupees per dollar to SBI Bank. Is it alright? What happens after 6 months is, on maturity, that is after 6 months, Mr. X approaches to bank to cancel this contract. My question to student is, why Mr. X wants to cancel this contract? Can anyone say me why Mr. X want to cancel this contract?
The rate might be less than 75.
Rate might be less than 75, but then SBI Bank will not agree. Is it alright? Because it is a compulsory contract and there might be financial benefit, but SBI Bank will charge something, and financial benefit cannot be taken from this contract because it is a committed contract. See, there might be a genuine reason also. The consignment might have been cancelled. The machinery might not be coming into India. And Mr. X now knows that he no longer needs this $1 lakh on maturity. Now he thinks that he no longer needs this $1 lakh. He might go to a bank and say that, okay, do the settlement by difference or cancel this contract. The effect will be one and the same. Is it alright? On maturity, after 6 months, Mr. X wants to cancel the contract. It is a compulsory contract. There will be some consequences if this contract is cancelled. Try to understand, on this date, the spot rate of US dollar. Now I am talking about the spot rate on maturity. This is a actual rate of dollar after 6 months. Is it alright? Actual rate of dollar after 6 months, the spot rate on maturity was, say, rupees 76 per dollar. Is it alright? Now, let us go from the point of view of bank. Is it alright? This is spot price as on the date of maturity. Always do it from the point of view of a bank, because bank is a person who will be actually cancelling the contract. Is it alright? Bank, it in contract, it can, see, for bank, it is a forward sale contract. Huh? So bank can sell $1 lakh at the rate of rupees 75. Is it alright? So bank, if the contract was performed, would be getting 75 lakhs rupees. Is it alright? But now the contract is cancelled. So bank in the market can sell $1 lakh at the rate of rupees 76. What actually bank will be getting is 76 lakhs rupees. If there is a profit, believe me, bank will pay to customer. How much rupees it will pay? See, what the bank would be getting, confirm 75 lakhs rupees. What bank is getting actually, because the contract is cancelled, 76 lakhs rupees. What bank will be giving to customer is rupees 1 lakh. Bank will be paying 1 lakh rupees to customer and then saying to customer that okay, the contract is cancelled. If you have studied derivative from me, try to concentrate. It is very easy. If Mr. X has purchased $1 lakh, he is bullish in dollar. Bank has sold $1 lakh, so bank is bearish in dollar. Market is bullish, so a person who is bullish will be receiving. He is bullish, so he will be receiving. Bank is bearish, so bank will be paying. Sir, there's a settlement by difference. Yes, cancellation of contract on maturity is as good as a settlement by difference. Alright. So, bank will pay 1 lakh rupees to customer and will say to customer that okay, your contract is cancelled. This is cancellation of forward contract when foreign currency is involved. Try to concentrate what is a difficult point. Suppose, let me rub this. I am changing this question somewhat. See, normally foreign currency is denoted in bid and ask terms. So, spot rate on maturity was 73.50 slash 74.00 rupees per dollar. Alright. Now understand, settlement by difference we have not done in bid and ask. So try to concentrate my simple logic. Whenever there is a cancellation of contract, go from bank's point of view. Bank can sell in the contract at what rate? 75 rupees per dollar. Can sell in contract at 75 rupees per dollar. Bank can sell this in the market. Why bank will sell this in the market? Because this contract of selling of the dollar is cancelled by the customer. Bank will be having that position. Bank will be getting that dollars on maturity, and so it needs to compulsorily sell it. Bank will sell it in the market. At what rate bank can sell it in the market? Please try to understand. I have told you, whether you are bank, whether you are customer, you can purchase at this rate, you can sell it at this rate. Is it alright? At what rate bank can sell 73.50? Believe me, this is a loss to a bank. Why? Bank is having a chance to sell it at 75. Because customer is selling the cancelling the contract, now bank will be selling at 73.50. The loss will be 1.50 rupees per dollar. Bank will say, I am not ready to cancel the contract till the time you are ready to pay me 1.5 rupees per dollar. So customer will pay to bank 1.5 rupees. The base amount is 1 lakh dollar multiplied by 1 lakh dollar is nothing but 1,50,000 rupees. Is it all right? Now there is an bid and ask problem, otherwise the concept still remains same. Mr. X is bullish, bank is bearish, market is bearish, so bank will be receiving because bank was bearish, and customer will be paying because customer was bullish. Is it all right? But you can do it in this manner also. You can just watch these two figures, you will be getting the answer. We know the settlement is always done by differences. So this. The question is whether to take a bid rate or ask rate. Try to concentrate once again. In contract, bank can sell at the rate of rupees 75. Yes. In market, now in this contract, see, even if the word written is purchase, bank is actually selling. So bank can sell, anyone can sell at this rate, that is bid rate. Is it all right? So the rate which will be applicable in this type of contract is a bid rate. And specifically, bid rate will be applicable if it is a purchase contract, and this will be the answer 1.5 rupees per dollar. We know bank can sell at 75. Bank will have to sell it at 73.5 if the contract is cancelled. Bank will charge 1.5 rupees from the customer. The base amount was 1 lakh dollar, so customer will pay 1,50,000 dollar to bank. Is it all? This is important. Which rate to be taken? Now it is very simple. Market sell rate should be taken if bank is selling the dollars. Is it all right? We are going for purchasing. We'll be coming back to this. I'll give you a very simple logic or very simple formula by which you can solve it in split of seconds. You'll not have to think this much. Is it all right? Let us take another example of exporter. Mr. Y has sold. Let me take only $1. $1 after 3 months at the rate of rupees 100 per dollar. It is not 100 per dollar, but let us take in theory. Suppose the rate is 100 per dollar. After 3 months. Tell me about Mr. Y, who is an exporter. Mr. Y, customer. It is a forward sale contract for him. But for bank, whatever is the name of the bank, it is a forward purchase. On maturity, that is after 3 months. See, now in this case, bank will never approach to cancel the contract. Always a customer will approach to cancel the contract. Mr. Y asked bank to cancel this particular contract. Is it all right? On maturity, the rate whereas under. On maturity, spot rate was 101,102 rupees per dollar. This is not a rate as on today. This is rate on maturity. That is after 3 months. This was the rate. Is it all right? Customer wants to cancel the contract. Whenever customer asks to cancel the contract, go from the bank's point of view. Is it all right? Bank was having a chance to purchase in contract. Bank can purchase at what rate? Rupees 100. Bank is a normal entity like normal person. Now if this contract is cancelled, if the bank is not able to purchase from contract. Bank will be purchasing from market. If bank purchases from market, can anyone tell me at what rate it can purchase a dollar from the market? Mac, can you tell me? At what rate it can
102.
purchase? It is?
102.
It is 102. For anyone, the purchase rate is 102 and sell rate is 101. Is it alright? So bank can purchase this at the rate of rupees 102. Wait a while and observe this. Bank was having a chance to purchase at 100 rupees. Now it will have to purchase at 102. Purchase is an expenditure. It is higher expenditure. So bank is at a loss of 2 rupees. So what bank will say? Customer, you pay us rupees 2 and we will cancel this contract. Is it alright? This is nothing but cancellation of the contract. Please understand which rate is important. 102. This rate, which rate is to be written over here is ask rate. Why? What we have done is we have understood logically the situation from the point of view of bank and decided that which rate is important over here is ask rate. Here bid rate was important. Here ask rate is important. Is it alright? See, I'll give you an easy way to do this. See, every time, sir, we need to write down this much and settle the contract. Please understand, you can easily do it. Because even in CA final, this type of questions are asked for minimum 4 marks. And 4 marks, you can write down this much. But if the question is, say, of 1 mark, I'll give you an idea whereby you can do this manually and very easily. Please understand, for customer, this is which contract. Let me write down directly. For customer, see this you can mug it up, but always understand it logically, so that if you forget it, you can always come back to logic and solve the question. For customer, this is purchase contract. For bank, it is a sale contract. Is it alright? Which rate will be used? Selling TT rate will be used, or selling rate will be used, or bid rate will be used. I always remember this, lower rate will be used. For comparison in this, ultimately it will be compared with the contract rate, but which rate is to be taken over here is more important. I always remember in this manner. If it is a purchase contract, now the contract name is given always from the point of view of customer and not a bank. If it is a purchase contract for customer, always a selling rate will be used. If it is a sale contract for customer, always purchase rate will be used. Alright, I'm not telling you to mug up, but this may make your question extremely easy. Is it alright? You don't have to think every time this much. Is it alright? Let me write down this. If it is a purchase contract for customer, which rate will become a base for cancellation? If it is a purchase contract for customer, selling rate. Selling rate is always a bid rate. I write down selling rate. If it is a sale contract for customer, it is always purchase rate, which is used for cancellation. Let me take again cancellation on maturity but with margin. Try to concentrate. Mr. X have entered into purchase 3 months forward contract. Purchase a 3 months of forward contract at the rate of rupees 100 of $1 lakh. Is it alright? This was a contract which was entered into by Mr. X. Is it alright? On maturity, Mr. X wants to cancel the contract. But bank says that if you want to cancel the contract, we need to pay 1% margin. Now, what is margin? I'll tell you. Whenever you purchase some foreign currency, you will have to pay to your broker. Bank will also have to pay to someone. Sorry. When you sell your dollars, then the seller will charge brokerage, or your broker will charge the brokerage. In short, this is an expenditure, even for customer, even for bank. Sorry. On maturity, customer wants to cancel the contract, and on maturity, the spot rate is as under. The spot rate is 96/90. Let me write down the rates, which becomes very familiar to you. 95.50/96.00 rupees per dollar. Sorry. Let me first go fast. Which rate will be used for cancellation? It is a purchase contract for customer. The rate will always be sale. See, I am doing this, I will be also writing it. But believe me, the rate which will be used for cancellation is 95.50. Of course, I will teach you what is 1% margin and how to deal with it. But try to understand, I am going for settlement. Whenever you go for settlement and cancellation of forward contract, you should be seeing from the point of view of a banker. That's all. For banker, this is a sale contract. Bank was having a chance to sell this in contract at a rate of rupees 100. I always do first per dollar and then I will be multiplying with $1 lakh. Bank was having a chance to sell this under a contract at the rate of rupees 100 per dollar. Now, if this contract is cancelled, bank will have to sell it in the market. At what rate? Now, logically also this answer will come. It is 95.50. Alright. It is 95.50. But bank will have to hire a broker to sell this. Broker will charge 1% commission or margin. Then bank will not be receiving 95.50 rupees from market. It will be receiving 1% less. Alright. So 1% of 95.50 is 0.955. So bank will be actually receiving what rate? It is 95.50 minus 0.955. It is 94.545. 94.545 per dollar. This is what bank is going to receive. Wait a while, just think and you'll be getting the answer. Bank was having a chance to get 100 rupees. Now it will be getting only 94.545 dollar. Then bank is at loss of the difference. That is 100 minus 94.545. That is 5.455 rupees per dollar. This is a loss to a bank. What bank will say? Customer needs to pay to bank this much money to cancel the contract. How much? 5.455 rupees per dollar multiplied by the contract was for $1 lakh, and the answer will be dollar will get cancelled 5,45,500 rupees. Who will pay? Customer will pay to bank. That is, who is customer? Mr. X will pay to bank. This is when the margin is involved. See which rate was used? 95.50. Before starting the question, I told you which rate was used, will be 95.50. So this is the way in which you can just solve the question. Let me take margin into sale contract also, sale contract by customer. Mr. P is selling £100 3 months at the rate of rupees it is 90 it is right now 95 around 90 rupees per pound. Is it all? They have already entered into contract. On maturity, customer wants to cancel the contract. The spot rate on maturity is 85.90 slash 86.00 rupees per pound. It has devalued or it is at discount after 3 months. This is on maturity after 3 months. Without logic, concentrate. Which rate will be used for cancellation? Of course, we are doing margin. So margin is say 2%. It is not never so much, but say it is 2%. Sorry. What will be the cancellation charges, or what customer will have to pay to bank or bank will have to pay to customer? Sorry. So spot rate is 85.90, 86. This is on maturity. I am telling you direct the rate which will be actually used. Sorry. It is a sale contract by customer. It is a sale contract by customer. Which rate will be used is purchase rate. If you want to purchase anything, you can purchase at a higher rate. Believe me, the rate which will be used is 86. This is a purchase rate of pound. Is it alright? If you want to purchase pound, 86 rupees will be used. Whenever you want to cancel the contract, as a student always considers from the point of view of banker. For bank, understand, Mr. P is selling pound. So bank will be purchasing pound. It is a purchase contract for bank. Bank was having a chance to purchase from contract at a rate of rupees 90. If contract is cancelled, bank will be purchasing from market. At what rate it can purchase from market? 86. Now you got it. This rate will be applicable for cancellation purpose. It will be purchasing from market at the rate of rupees 86. But in market you'll have to pay brokerage or commission plus 2%. Sorry, 86 2% is 1.72 and this will be 87.70. This is 87.72. Wait a while, just concentrate. You will be getting an idea who will pay to whom. The bank was able to purchase at the rate of rupees 90. If the contract is cancelled, now it will be purchasing at 87.72. It is gain for a bank. This gain bank cannot keep. It will have to pay it to customer. So bank will pay to customer. How much? Difference. Alright, it is 90 minus 87.72. It is 2.28. 2.28 rupees per pound. Alright. So it will pay 2.28 rupees per pound multiplied by the contract was for how many pound? 100 pound. Pound will get cancelled. The answer will be rupees 228. Who will be paying? Bank will be paying to customer for cancelling this contract. Alright. This is how the cancellation of the contract happens on maturity. It is not at all difficult if you can make out this rate. And believe me, there are two ways. One is this. Second is also this. You can go logically. You might have in your mind and logically that will be more beneficial. Third rate is even bullish and bearish manner. Mr. P is selling pound. Anyone who is selling pound is bearish. Market is bearish. Compare this two. Then Mr. X, customer is Mr. P, sorry. Mr. P will be receiving the money. If you are bearish, market is bearish, you will always receive the money on settlement or on cancellation. Sorry. So this is nothing but a simple question of cancellation. Believe me, I am working like anything just to explain you. This can be solved in one line also. I'll teach you how to solve it in one line also. But right now your logic of cancellation of forward contract should be absolutely clear. Sorry. Now we are moving to next point, that is cancellation of a forward contract, but before maturity. Let me take a simple example for this. I am an exporter. Let me take it importer. I have entered into contract with SBI Bank that I will be purchasing $1 lakh after 3 months at the rate of rupees, say 75 rupees per dollar. This contract is already entered into between I, that is me, and SBI Bank. Is it all right? On maturity, no. Try to concentrate. Let me draw the timeline. This is first year, this is second year, sorry, this is first month, second month, third month, this is maturity. So everything is going to happen on maturity. I am going to purchase $1 lakh and I am going to pay to bank 75 lakhs rupees, that is 75 rupees per dollar. On this date, that is after 2 months, I got information from my seller that I am not going to receive my machinery, and so now I am not liable to pay $1 lakh after 1 month from now. Is it all right? Now how many months are pending is only 1 month. Is it all right? This is only 1 month. Is it all right? We are at this stage. Try to concentrate. We are at this stage. After 2 months, I want to cancel this contract. Now bank will say wait up till maturity. Please understand, if I wait up till maturity, this is the case. Is it all right? But if I want to cancel the contract at second month, that is after 2 months of contract, that is before 1 month of maturity, if contract is to be cancelled, first of all, can it be cancelled? Yes, you can go to bank, ask a bank to cancel the contract. Sorry, I am writing some rates after 2 months. After 2 months. After 2 months is on maturity. No, it is before maturity. The following rates are available. So this all rates are of this date. And this is the date when I want to cancel the contract. This is the date when I want to cancel the contract. Sorry. After 2 months, the rates were as follows. Spot rate is not this rate. It is this rate. Rate after 2 months. The spot rate is rupees 76 per dollar. 1 month forward is rupees 75.50 per dollar. And 2 months forward, let me take 3 months forward. 3 months forward is rupees 75.20 per dollar. These are the rates which are available. On which date? Please try to concentrate on this date. The date on which my consignment was cancelled and I was ready to cancel this particular contract. Correct. So, if the contract is cancelled, the logic remains the same. We will go from the point of view of bank. If customer is purchasing, bank is selling. Bank can sell in the contract. Bank can sell at what rate? 75 rupees per dollar. If this contract is cancelled, bank will have to sell it in market. At what rate bank can sell it into market? Here it is not important because bid ask is not given. Is correct. But say bank can sell in the market at 76 rupees per dollar. Believe me, this answer is not correct. You cannot take 76 over here. My question is not which rate is to be taken. My question is why you cannot take 76. Any one student can give me the answer. Why you cannot take 76?
Because 75 is the rate of maturity, that is after 3 months, and 76 is on D2, that is on second month end.
Exactly. This two rate can never be compared for any purpose. Correct. Why it cannot be compared? This rate is on this date. After 3 months. Let me write it down even. This is after 3 months. This is after 2 months. So this is a spot rate of after 2 months. This two can never be compared. Then which rate can be compared? Try to understand. We don't want to wait up till maturity. We don't want to wait for this period. We are at the end of 2 months. Is any rate available which is for this date, that is on maturity? The answer is yes. This rate. See, if you consider 2 months from now, 1 month forward rate, it is practically on this rate. See, you are deciding on this date. It is 1 month forward. 1 month forward will be of this rate. Alright. So, if you can sell it in the market, yes. But when? After 1 month from now. This is already 2 months gone. After 1 month from now, you can sell it in the market at what rate? 75.50. See what bank will do? It will immediately cancel this contract, enter into this contract of selling $1 lakh at the rate of 75.50. What is the benefit of bank? 0.50 rupees per dollar is a benefit of bank or profit of a bank? Bank cannot keep this profit. Bank will have to pay to customer. How much? 0.50 rupees per dollar into $1 lakh. That is 50,000 rupees. Bank will pay to customer. The contract will be cancelled after 2 months, which was maturing after 1 month more. That was actually maturing after 3 months. This is a cancellation of a forward contract before maturity. You will say, sir, how 75 and 75.50 can be compared? This rate is 3 months from now or 1 month after 2 months. I am comparing from now. This rate is 3 months from now and this rate is also 3 months from now. This rate is 1 month forward contract after 2 months. After 2 months, say 2 months has already passed. You are over here. This is 1 month forward contract. So if you compare from now, it is a 3 months rate. This two rate can be easily compared. My question again, why you cannot use this rate? It is 3 months rate. I told you you can compare 3 months rate. Yes, Keshav?
From now it's the fifth month rate.
This is?
Fifth month rate तो जैसे start से हम करें 0 से तो.
6 months or 5 months?
Yes sir, after 5 months rate.
Yeah, this is a 5 months rate. Believe me, 2 months have already passed. And after 2 months, if you take a forward of 3 months, it will be totally 5 months. It will not be 3 months. Our maturity is on 3 months. Is it alright? So if it is before maturity, the same concept is used, but you need to decide out of this 3 which rate is to be selected. See, if you all these rates will be available in the market, which rate is good for cancellation of the contract, that should be decided by you. Is it alright? Let me take this from the point of view of a seller, and I'll be going somewhat fast. Is it alright? There is an exporter, Mr. P, Mr. M, who is entering into selling of £100 at the rate of rupees 95 rupees per pound after 9 months. They are entering into contract with SBI Bank. Sorry. This is my timeline. This is on maturity, that is 9 months. Sorry. This is 0 year. This is today. After 6 months, customer wants to cancel this contract. After 6 months, following rates are available. Let me write it down over here only. Is it right? After 6 months, following rate is available. Spot rate, it is 96.50 / 96.60 rupees per pound. 3 months, let me not take 3 months. Yes, I'll have to take 3 months. 3 months, 97.20 / 97.30 rupees per pound. There is another rate also available, 6 months forward. 98.10 / 98.20 rupees per pound. I want to cancel the contract. Please try to understand when. I want to cancel the contract 6 months from now. I approach to a bank. Bank will be ready to cancel the contract. We are from the point of view of bank. Start it. My question is, out of this 3, spot, 3 months and 6 months, which rate will be compared with this particular rate, that is 95? Which rate will be compared? Spot rate, 3 months rate or 6 months rate? This all rates are after 6 months. Yes, Keshav?
Sir, 3 month rate.
3 months rate. Is it right? Why? You have already traveled for 6 months. Now you need to travel only for 3 months to reach up till maturity. So you are absolutely correct. This rate are irrelevant. Which rate is important is only 3 months rate is important. And please believe me, it is the same as cancellation on maturity. Sorry. Customer is selling, which rate will be used will be ask rate. Which rate, if the customer, let me write it down again. If customer is selling, the rate which will be used will be of purchase. I have already decided I will be using this rate. Purchase rate is always higher, so the rate will be 97.30, which will be compared. Is it alright? Let me do it from the point of view of bank logically. If customer is selling, bank is purchaser. Bank can purchase in the contract at what rate? Rupees 95 per pound? If this contract is cancelled, if cancelled, then bank will have to purchase it from market. Now don't write down market, please understand. If this contract is cancelled, bank will be purchasing from market, no, from forward. See, bank don't need this pound. Bank don't need this pound as on today. Today is after 6 months. Bank don't need this pound after 6 months. It needs this pound after 9 months. So if they will not purchase it from market, they will purchase it from 3 months forward exactly. Because 6 months have already passed. After 3 months, that is the date on which they actually require this pound. Sorry, 3 months forward rate, and 3 months forward they will have to purchase. Purchase rate will be 97.30. I told you this rate will be used. Is it alright? Because I knew if customer is selling, the rate which will be used is purchase rate. Is it alright? What is the difference? 2.30 rupees per pound. Is it alright? Stuti, you need to answer me whether this is profit or loss for a bank. Your voice is not audible. Mac?
Loss.
This is loss for a bank. And bank has entered into contract, it will not bear this loss. Then customer will pay to bank 2.30 rupees per pound. The contract was for 100 pound. Pound will get cancelled. This is 230 rupees. Who will pay? Customer will pay. To whom it will pay? It will pay to bank. Rupees 230 rupees, and this contract will be cancelled after 6 months from now, that is 3 months before maturity. This is after 6 months from now, 3 months before maturity, the contract will be cancelled. Customer will pay 230 rupees to bank. Sorry. All of you are getting this? Sachin, you are getting this?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let me ask a question to student. This is a loss for a bank. 230 rupees is loss for a bank as on today, after 6 months, or after 9 months. Anyone can answer me.
Sir, after 9 months.
Exactly, Jaimin, you are absolutely correct. Please understand, even if all the calculations are done after 6 months, in forward contract, always a delivery and settlement happens on maturity. And what is the maturity is 9 months. Is it alright? So what bank will say, try to concentrate. We have cancelled this contract, but on maturity, the customer will have to pay to bank 230 rupees. If bank is inclined that customer should be paying as on today, that is after 6 months, then this amount will be discounted by 3 months. But normally this is done in practical life, not in theoretical life. In theoretical life, you just need to write down this. You need not even write down this is loss. Customer will have to pay bank after 9 months. Don't write this down even. Sorry. Customer will have to pay 230 rupees loss to a bank because this contract was cancelled. This is nothing but cancellation of forward contract. We have taken before maturity also, we have taken after maturity also, we have taken purchase contract also, we have taken sale contract also. Is it alright? Cancellation of forward contract before maturity. Is it alright? Let me summarize this full point. Is it alright? Cancellation of forward contract can happen before maturity. It can happen on maturity. Start it. On maturity, it might be purchase contract for customer. It might be sell contract. Let me write it down common for both the thing. In both the cases, it might be purchase contract for customer and sale contract for bank. It might be sale contract for customer and purchase contract for bank. Start it. Believe me that this is also known as cancellation rate, the rate which will be useful for cancelling the contract. This rate, this is contract rate. This rate are also known as cancellation rate. Cancellation rate. See, I always do in this manner. I see customer. If it is purchase contract for customer, it will be selling rate. If it is a sale contract for customer, cancellation rate will be purchase rate. Purchase rate is always ask, selling rate is always bid. Let me verify. This was sale contract by customer. Sale contract by customer, cancellation rate will be purchase rate. This is a purchase rate. This is an ask rate. The answer is yes. Of course, if it is before maturity, you will have to decide from this three also. If it is on maturity, there will be only one rate which will be available, that is spot, and you don't have to worry much about options in this particular rates. This is cancellation of forward contract before maturity, on maturity, with margin, without margin. All the points of cancellation of forward contract we have covered. Now all of you can understand why I have not done this while doing derivative, because this cannot be understood without forex. We have understood bid and ask in forex, so this problem cannot be solved in directly derivative. Let us do some of the questions. All one by one student will be helping me out. First, let us start with Sachin. Sachin, you are online?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Majority of I'll be doing, whenever I need help, I'll be taking to you. Exporter entered into 6 months forward contract for selling $1 lakh. For exporter, for customer, Sachin, this is a sale contract or a purchase contract? Exported entered into 6 months forward contract for selling. For customer, it is a selling?
Selling contract.
Is it alright? Of how much?
$1 lakh.
$1 lakh. It is to be sold after 6 months. The rate is rupees 100 per dollar. On maturity, the dollar was not receivable and exporter asked bank to cancel the contract. On maturity, the rates were as follows. This was the rate on maturity. Find the charges for cancellation. Is it alright? This is the question which is given. Sachin, can you directly tell me without any logic, if it is a selling contract for customer, which rate will be used for cancellation?
Ask rate.
Ask rate or purchase rate. You are correct. Should I take ask rate? I am tick marking correct rate?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let me do it logically now. Is it all right? I know this rate is going to be used, but still I am doing it logically. Is it all right? Whenever there is a cancellation, I always need to think from a bank point of view. For a bank can see customer is selling, so bank will be purchasing. bank can purchase from contract at the rate of rupees 100 per dollar. If the contract is cancelled, if it is cancelled, bank will have to purchase it from market. In market, what is the rate right now? 101.23, 102. But bank will have to purchase it. So bank rate available will be 102. Bank will have to purchase it at 102 if it is cancelled. What is the loss for a bank? Say this is going to be cancelled and bank will have to purchase at a higher rate, that is 102. Loss to a bank is 2 rupees. Is that all? Who will pay to whom? As there is a loss to a bank customer, a bank will recover this loss from a customer. So customer.
Sir, there is a margin charge also.
Yes, there is a margin charge. Thank you. So bank will be able to purchase from market at what rate? 102. But whenever bank is going into market and purchasing, the brokerage will be applied. Brokerage is 1%. 1% is 1.02 or margin is 1.02. So at what rate it is available to a bank? It is available to a bank at 103.02. Again, the difference is loss to bank. Loss to bank is 3.02 rupees. Sachin, who will pay to whom?
Customer will pay to bank.
Customer will pay to bank. How much?
3.02.
It is 3.02 rupees per dollar. How many dollars are under consideration?
$1 lakh.
Multiplied by 1 lakh will be is equal to 3,02,000 rupees. Customer will pay to bank and this contract will be cancelled. Is it alright? This is nothing but cancellation of contract on maturity. Is it alright? Let me go to another one, and as I told you, please concentrate. I am doing the answer in one line. Is it alright? Importer entered into 9 months forward contract for purchasing 1 lakh pound. So importer is having a contract to purchase 1 lakh pound. Start it. At a rate of rupees 120 per pound. This is a contract rate. On maturity, it was not payable and importer asked bank to cancel the contract. On maturity, the rates were as follows. The margin charge was 1%. Spot rate is 124, 125. Let me do it on my own. It is a purchase contract for customer, so the rate will be used as selling. I can do it logically also, but right now I am doing just in one line. From the point of view of bank, bank can sell. For bank, it is a selling contract. Bank can sell at the rate of rupees 120. That's correct. But bank will have to sell if the contract is cancelled. Bank will have to sell at the rate of 124, but it cannot sell at 124. It can sell at 124 minus 1%. That's all right. Let me write it this down. This is from contract. This is in market. That's all right. 124 minus 1%. 124 minus 1% will be 1.24. It is 122.76. This rate answer is 122.76. Sorry. This is the rate at which it can sell it in the market. This is the rate at which it can, this is a profit for a bank. It is 2.76 rupees per pound. How many pounds are under consideration? If it is a profit for a bank, bank will pay to customer. Bank will pay to customer How much? 2.76 rupees per pound multiplied by 1 lakh pound. Pound will get cancelled. It will be 2,76,000 rupees. Bank will pay to customer and immediately cancel the contract. Sorry. Now, sir, if we do this minus, this answer will be negative. You will have to see negative practically means, see, you have taken contract rate first and then market rate. So negative basically means bank is getting more money in the market and less money in the contract. But you cannot write down the don't write down this negative sign. Just compare this two and decide whether it is a profit or loss for a bank. And please try to concentrate also this. Importer is purchasing pound, so he is bullish. Bank will be bearish. Market is bullish, so bullish will win. So bullish will be getting money. Who was bullish? Customer was bullish. So you can do this question from the point of view of derivative also. Believe me, you will be getting same answer. This is nothing but on maturity. Let us go to some of the questions before maturity. Excuse me. Importer entered into 9 months of forward contract for purchasing 1 lakh euro at a rate of rupees 88 per euro on 1/1/2021. So which is today's date? 1/1/2021 is today. After 6 months, see, the maturity was for 9 months. And now everything is happening after 6 months. I don't think it is visible. Everything is happening after 6 months. After 6 months, consignment was cancelled and importer wants to cancel forward contract on 30th June 2021. It is after 6 months. This date is 30th June 2021 and this will be 30th September 2021. I have written the dates even. So now the cancellation of contract is happening on this date. Following are the rates as on 30/6/2021. Spot rate as on 30/6/2021 is 89.2090. 1 month forward rate is given, 3 months forward rate is given, and 6 months forward rate is given. My question first to student is, any of the student can answer. Which rate will be applicable for cancellation? 1 month forward, 3 month forward, or 6 months forward?
3 months forward.
Alright. Kajal?
Yes, sir.
What is your answer?
3 month forward rate.
3 months forward rate. All of you should be absolutely clear which forward rate will be used. It will be 3 months of forward rate which will be used. Why? We are on this date. The settlement is going to happen on maturity. Bank wants to sell on this date. Now, if someone comes to cancellation on this date, it will be taking a selling contract of 3 months forward. This gap is 3 months. So which rate will be applicable? This is not applicable. This is not applicable. This is not applicable. Margin will be applicable. This is not applicable. Margin is 1%. We are going to cancel this contract after 6 months. That is on 30/6/2021. I always do this logic. For customer, it is a purchase contract. For customer, if it is a purchase contract, the cancellation rate will be selling rate. Selling rate is always a lower rate or bid rate. So which rate will be applicable is 84.50. Let me do it even logically. Bank is having a chance. Customer is purchasing, so bank is selling. I told you whenever it is cancellation, you should be always from the point of view of bank. Bank is selling. Cancel in contract at what rate? 88 rupees per euro. If this contract is cancelled, it can sell in market. No, this is not spot, this is before maturity, so it will be selling in 3 months forward. Sir, why 3 months forward? Maturity is 9 months. This all is happening after 6 months. 6 plus 3 will be is equal to 9 months. So it will be selling in 3 months forward. In 3 months forward, the bank can sell at what rate? 84.50. This is a selling rate even for bank. So it can sell it at 84.50 rupees per euro. Is it alright? But there is a margin. Is it alright? So bank will not be getting 84.50. 84.50. The broker will cut the margin of 1%. Margin is of 1%, yes. Minus 1%. Let me find it out. 84.50 minus 1% will be 0.8450. 83.655. 83.655 rupees per euro. Bank was able to sell at 88. Now it will be after cancellation, it will be selling at 83.655. This is a loss to bank. Whenever it is a loss to bank, customer will pay to bank, will cover this loss of a bank. How much? 88 minus 83.655. It is a 4.345. Customer will pay to bank 4.345 rupees per euro. The contract was of 1 lakh euro. Euro will get cancelled. This will be 4,34,500 rupees. Customer will pay to bank for cancellation of contract. This is how the problem will be solved if the cancellation is before maturity. Let us do one more question from the book. Exporter entered into 9 months forward contract for selling 1 lakh euro at a rate of rupees 85 per euro on 1/1/2021. So I think dates are remaining same. 1/1/2021. This is 9 months, so it is 39/2021. After 3 months, this is on 31st March 2021. I think cancellation will be. Cancellation was cancelled and exporter wants to cancel the forward contract on 31st March 2021. Customer wants to cancel the contract. Following are the rates on 31st March 2021. So all the rates which are given over here are of 31st March 2021. Margin will be 2%. Start. First, Mac, you will tell me which rate will be important. Spot rate 1 month, 3 months, 6 months forward.
Uh, 6 months forward.
6 months forward. You are absolutely correct. Is it all right? We have already traveled 3 months. The maturity date is still 6 months. So bank will be taking 6 months forward contract to cancel this contract. So applicable rate will be 6 months. Mac, you are on the line. You will tell me which rate will be used, bid or ask. I am not telling you anything. You just tell me the logic and the rate.
Ask rate, because we are selling, so we will use 90 rupees.
90 rupees. Is it all right? What is the what is the rule I have told you? If customer is selling, then purchase rate will be used. Which is a purchase rate? 90, and your answer is absolutely correct, which is ask rate. You might be having any logic, but the rate is correct, that is 90 rupees. If customer is selling, purchase rate will be used. Let me go logically. Is it all right? Bank, whenever there is a cancellation, we are a bank. We think from a point of view of a bank. If customer is selling, bank is purchasing. Bank can purchase from a contract. At what rate? 85 rupees per euro. Purchase. If not, bank can purchase in 6 months forward. If cancelled, it can purchase from 6 months forward. How much? At what rate it can be purchased from 6 months forward? 90 rupees. No. That's right. Why not 90 rupees? Because there is a margin plus 2%. That's right. 90 plus 2% is 91.8. That's right. So it can be 91.8 rupees per euro. Now understand, bank is a purchaser. From one place it can purchase at 85, from another place it can purchase at 91.8. If this contract is cancelled, it will have to purchase at 91.8. It is loss for a bank. If it is a loss for a bank, customer will give to bank. As a customer will bear this loss. If there is a profit to a bank, bank will be refunding it to customer. As a loss to a bank, I think it is a 6.8 rupees per euro. What customer will pay? 6.8 rupees per euro multiplied by 1 lakh euro. This will get cancelled, and it will be 6,80,000 rupees. Who will pay? Customer will pay to bank. Let me apply a derivative logic. What was the contract rate? 85. Customer was seller. Customer was bearish in euro. Bank was bullish in euro. The rate is bullish. Consider even margin. The rate is bullish. Who was bullish? Bank was bullish. If bank was bullish, bank will be getting the money. Whether the cancellation is happening before maturity, after maturity, it does not matter. So what we have considered is, we have considered purchase and sale position on maturity also, before maturity also. These are cancellation of forward contract. Let me go to 2 questions of cancellations which were asked in actual examination. A customer with whom the bank had entered into 3 months of forward purchase contract for Swiss franc 1 lakh at a rate of 36.25 comes to a bank. Now, after reading this statement, you need to decide whether customer is purchasing or customer is selling, or bank is purchasing or bank is selling. Can anyone read the statement again and just tell me whether customer is doing what? He is purchasing Swiss franc or he is selling Swiss franc?
Customer is selling.
Customer is
Selling.
Customer is selling. How you came to know? Because bank has entered into 3 months of forward purchase contracts. It is clearly written. Customer is selling and bank is purchasing. It is a 3 months forward contract. This is 3 months. At a rate that comes to a bank after 2 months. So he is coming after 2 months. Which rate will be applicable? Comes to a bank. Kajal, you have given the answer. You are on the line. You need to tell me. Comes to a bank after 2 months and requests cancellation of contract on this date. So these are rates on this date. Spot rate will be useful or 1 month forward rate will be useful?
1 month forward.
1 month forward rate, because you are before maturity and not on maturity. This is 1 month, so 1 month forward rate will be useful. Customer is selling, so purchase rate will be used. Customer is selling, so purchase rate will be used. Which is a purchase rate? 36.52 rupees per CHF. Is it alright? Let me do it logically. Whenever there is a cancellation, you are from the point of view of a bank. Bank is purchasing. If bank purchases from the contract, it can purchase at what rate? It can purchase at contract rate was 36.25 rupees per CHF. CHF is Swiss franc. And if this is cancelled, then customer will purchase from market. No. So this I am writing every time so that you understand the concept of before maturity and after. The bank will enter into 1 month forward purchase contract. It will enter into 1 month forward purchase contract. So this rate will be used, this rate will not be used. 1 month forward, bank want to purchase. A purchase rate is always a higher rate. It is 36.52. Is it alright? So the rate available is 36.52 rupees per CHF. So bank was having a chance to purchase at 36.25. Because of cancellation, it will have to purchase at 36.52. This is a loss to bank. Kajal, you were on line. Who will pay to whom? Can you tell me?
Customer will pay to the bank.
Customer will pay to the bank. If it is a profit of a bank, then
Bank will pay to customer.
bank will pay to customer. Good. Minus 36.52. It is 0.27. 0.27. As it is a loss to a bank, customer will pay to bank 0.27 rupees per CHF multiplied by, what was the base CHF? 1 lakh Swiss franc. CHF will get cancelled. This will be rupees 27,000 customer will pay to bank. And see, many a time student also ask me, sir, how to present this in examination? This is absolutely perfect presentation in examination. You cannot write down this because this I have written for explanation. Otherwise, this is a perfect presentation in examination. You can write down this as your answer. Don't write down, and it is absolutely all right. This is a good presentation. See, this is my working. Always you will see this note in your examination question paper. Working note should form part of your answer. You should not do it on the last page. It should become part of your answer. This is my working and it has become part of my answer. Sorry. This is how I normally get answer in examination. Determine the amount of profit and loss to the customer. This is a loss to a customer because of cancellation of contract. If you get a time, which in SFM you will always get, always write down last statement. Loss to customer because of cancellation is rupees 27,000 because customer need to pay this 27,000 for cancellation of the contract. Next question actually is not actually of cancellation, it is of decision making. But let us take it. NPN company has imported goods for US $7 lakhs. So $7 lakh is payable. The amount is payable after 3 months. So $7 lakhs is payable after 3 months. Alright. The company has also exported goods. So exported goods, it will be receivable. It is having $4,50,000 but receivable. And this amount is receivable after 2 months. So now this is a problem. See, if this both was after 3 months, then the answer would have been easy. Why? Because then you can say that 2,50,000 difference between this and this is net payable after 3 months. But now you cannot say this. Is it alright? For receivable amount, a forward contract is already taken at 48.90. Is it alright? So for a receivable amount, there is already a forward contract at the rate of 48.90. That's right. The market rates for the rupees and dollar are as under: spot rate, 2 months forward rate, and 3 months forward rate. That's right. A company wants to cover the risk and it has a 2 option as under. My question to student: what is the risk? I'll tell you, you are in India. NP and company is in India. Can anyone exactly define me the risk? Anyone? It is a foreign exchange currency fluctuation risk. We are in India. What is payable and receivable is dollar. So it is foreign exchange currency fluctuation risk. It might go up, it might go down, but in any of the case we are having a risk. Is it alright? This risk is already covered. Is it alright? So we are not worried about this risk. We are not worried about this risk. Is it alright? In this case, you will be receiving $4,50,000 multiplied by 48.90 rupees per dollar. This you are going to receive after 2 months. Is it alright? It is a 4,50,000 multiplied by 48.90. It is a 2,20,05,000. 2,20,05,000. 2 crore. It was a 2,20,000. Let me do it again. 4,50,000 into 48.90. 2,20,05,000. 2,20,05,000 rupees. This you are going to receive after 2 months. This you are going to receive after 2 months. The company wants to cover the risk and it has 2 options as under. To cover the payable. Why they are not talking about a receivable? Because receivable are already covered. Their risk is hedged. You have already taken a forward compulsory contract. To cover the payables in the forward market. To cover the payable in the forward market, you will have to purchase $7 lakh. Because it is payable, you need to purchase it. $7 lakh in 3 months of forward contract. My question, this is of Forex. At what rate I can take a 3 months forward contract to purchase dollar? Anyone? No one. Keshav.
45 rupees. Sir.
Yes?
45.
This is 45. Is it alright? Actually, this rate is not 45. Huh? This rate is written like this: 48.40 slash 48.45. Sometimes it is written in this manner. Is it alright? You need to interpret the rate. But your answer is absolutely correct. Which rate should be used? 3 months forward rate. You are purchasing or selling? You are purchasing. So which rate will be used? Is ask rate, higher rate, purchasing rate, 48.45. Is it alright? So you can purchase $7 lakh 3 months forward at 48.45. Is it alright? And what money you will be paying after 6 months? You will be paying after 3 months, not 6 months. Sorry. $7 lakh multiplied by 48.45 rupees per dollar. It is 7 lakh into 48.45. It is 3,39,15,000. 3,39,15,000 rupees you will have to pay after 3 months. Sorry. Should I net off this? This is payable, this is receivable. should I net off this minus this? All right, can I do this?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, payable है after 3 months and
Yes.
receivable
Receivable is after 2 months, so you cannot net this off. All right, this is good, but try to understand, evaluate the both option. If the cost of the rupee fund is 12%, so the rate of interest is given, which option is preferable? So let me take this as a first option. The rate of interest is 12%. I am adding 1 month interest to this. See, this is 2 months. I am compounding 1 month interest to it. 1 month interest will be 1%. So 2 crore 20 lakh 5,000 plus 1%. It is 1.01. All right. So it will be 2 crore 20 lakh 5,000 multiplied by 1.01. It is 1% per month. I want to compound it for 1 month. Yes. This is 2 crore 22 lakh 25,050 rupees. 2 crore 22 lakh 25,050 rupees is receivable after 3 months. Now it is 3 months. You see what I am doing? I am receiving after 2 months. I will be keeping this money in the bank. I will be getting 1 month interest. I have added 1 month interest. 12% per annum is 1% per month. I have added 1 month interest. This amount will be after 3 months. Is it all right? What is payable after 3 months is 3 crore 39 lakh 15,000. What is receivable after 3 months is 2 crore 22 lakh 25,050 rupees. What will be net payable will be 3 crore 39 lakh 15,000 minus 2 crore 22 lakh 25,050. What will be net payable after 3 months is 1 crore 16 lakh 89,950. Let me get this. It is 1 crore 16 lakh 89,950 rupees will be net payable after 3 months. If first option is selected, I have done A point or first option is selected. Second option is interesting. Concentrate. Second option is very interesting. To lag the receivable by 1 month. Now, when it was receivable after 2 months, so tell to your customer or the person who has purchased from you that I don't want money after 2 months. I want money after 3 months. Is it all right? And cover the risk only for the net amount. So let me lag the receivable by 1 month. If I lag the receivable by 1 month, what is receivable? $450,000 will be receivable after 3 months, not after 2 months. I am genuinely saying him that don't pay me after 2 months, pay me after 3 months. That's all right. And payable is after 3 months, so no need to do that. And payable is, I think, 7 lakhs. Is that right? Yes, 7 lakhs. $7 lakh. Is that right? So net payable after 3 months will be $250,000. That's all right. Let me read it. And cover the risk only for net amount. So I will be covering only for $250,000. No interest for delaying the receivable is earned. I want one student to explain me this line. No interest for delaying the receivable is earned. Anyone? Yes, Kajal.
Sir, actually, in case we get a late payment,
Yes.
the person who is providing us the payment must pay interest to us.
Yes.
It can be of any rate of bank rate also.
Yes.
But since we are requesting them to lag the payment for 1 month, we
Alright.
are not demanding any interest from them.
Exactly. On this $450,000, we are lagging the payment, we are delaying the payment receivable by 1 month. On that amount, we will not be receiving the interest. It is absolutely correct. Is it correct? No interest is it. Evaluate both the options if the cost of the fund is 12%. Is it all? Try to concentrate what we'll be doing in this case. The net payable after 3 months is 2,50,000. Is it all? So I will be purchasing only $2,50,000, not in 2 months, but in 3 months of forward contract, because this all settlement is 3 months. Is it all? As I need to purchase it, I need to purchase 2,50,000 in 3 months forward. Purchase something in 3 months forward, the rate applicable will be same, that is 48.45. 48.45 rupees per dollar. Sorry. So, what you will be paying after 3 months? It is 2,50,000 multiplied by 48.45. 1 crore 21 lakh 12,500. 1 crore 21 lakh 12,500 rupees, and this is a net payment. Try to understand what I'll do after 3 months. I'll be receiving $4,50,000. I have taken a forward of $2,50,000. Both I'll be mixing and I'll be paying $7 lakh wherever it is payable. And this all will happen after 3 months. So net I'll be paying 1 crore 21 lakh 12,500. But here in this option number 2, there is a problem. What? I have already taken a forward contract of 48.90 rupees on receivable. Is it right? So what forward contract I might have already taken at 48? See what forward contract I have already taken. Forward 2 months or 3 months. I would have taken only of 2 months, because my receivable was after 2 months. This I am deciding in point number 2. This I have already taken. I have taken a forward 2 months for receivable. So I was going to receive dollar. So I will be selling dollar. Sorry. Forward 2 months selling how many dollar? $4,50,000, and the rate is also given at the rate of 48.90. Please understand, if you go for this option, now this forward contract cannot be done. Is it alright? You cannot sell after 2 months $4,50,000, because you are going to receive $4,50,000 which you have already adjusted after 3 months. Is it right? Then what is to be done? Then I will have to cancel this contract. I will have to cancel this contract. And please understand, I am deciding this not after 1 month, not after 2 months. I am deciding everything today. So the cancellation of contract will be also done today. Sorry. Whenever it is cancellation, please go to a bank. Sorry. From the point of view of bank, you are selling dollar, so bank will be purchasing dollar. Bank is having chance to purchase from the contract at what rate? 48.90 rupees per dollar. If the contract is cancelled, bank will purchase. All this happening is today. If this is cancelled, what bank will do? It will purchase from market. No. It will purchase in 2 months forward. What is the purchase rate in 2 months forward? 2 months forward is this. This rate is 48.25/48.30. What is the purchase rate in forward? 48.30. So bank will purchase in 2 months forward, 48.30. Rupees per dollar. Sorry. Let me again verify. Customer is selling. This is before maturity, cancellation before maturity, because the contract is of 2 months forward and we are cancelling it today because we are delaying the receivable. Payable is as it is. We are just covering up net position. Is it alright? So we are going to all the decisions are taken as on today. So we are going to cancel this today. Is it alright? That is, we need 2 months forward. Customer is selling. So which rate will be used? This purchase rate will be used. Purchase rate is always an higher rate or ask rate. Ask rate is 48.30. Is 48.30 used? The answer is yes. Bank was under compulsion to purchase at 48.90. Now after cancellation it can purchase at 48.30. So it is a profit for a bank. Sachin, you will tell me who will pay to whom?
Bank will pay to customer.
Bank will pay to customer. Profit or loss of bank will be borne by customer. If it is a profit, it is payable to customer. If it is a loss, it will be receivable from customer. Bank will be paying it to customer 0.60 rupees per dollar multiplied by how many dollar were under consideration? Not 2,50,000. The forward was already taken off 4,50,000. 4,50,000 dollar. Dollar will get cancelled. This is 4,50,000 multiplied by 0.60. It is 2,70,000 rupees. So in this case, we have already lagged the payment by 1 month. So the receivable is 3 months, payable is 3 months, net is 3 months. We have already covered the position that is purchased in forward market. This will be payable after 3 months in forward. But the contract which was cancelled, for cancellation of contract, we will be receiving how much rupees? How much rupees is 2,70,000? Sir, I am receiving 2,70,000 rupees. I am a customer. Why you are subtracting it? Can anyone give the answer? Any student can give the answer. Why I am subtracting this?
To find net payable.
Net payable, because this is payable and this is receivable. This is payable, this is receivable. Receivable will always be deducted if you are going to find out something which is payable. Is it all? 1 to 1, 12,500 is payable. But 2,70,000 I will be receiving from cancellation of the contract. Is it all? So net payable will be 1,18,42,500. 1,18,42,500.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the amount of 2,70,000 we will be receiving today, na?
Yes, I'll be answering this. Let me just go to first point number 1 and point number 2, then I'll be going to your question. Is it alright? Sir, is this receivable today or is this receivable after 3 months? Sorry, after 2 months. Is it alright? I'll be telling you when it is receivable. If it is receivable today, you cannot directly subtract it from this. Is it alright? Alright. First, what was the question? Try to concentrate. It is nicely drafted question. You have already covered the receivable. You need to cover your payable. And net you will be paying after 3 months. Because the receivable is after 2 months, I have also added 1 month interest. Both I have converted into 3 months. And the net payable after 3 months becomes this. They are exploring second option, that let us delay the receivable by 1 month. This was 2 months. Let us delay it by 1 month so that it comes in net with payable. Payable is after 3 months, and take the payable exposure that is purchased only for net dollar. Net dollar payable was 2,50,000. So we took a forward of $2,50,000 at 48.45 purchase rate, and net payable was 1,21,12,500. But there was already a forward contract which we have already entered. Is that right? See this point. For receivable amount, a forward contract is already taken. Now, if you have already taken a forward contract even today, you will have to cancel it today itself. That's right. And for cancellation of forward contract, we did this. That's right. From the point of view of bank, they are purchasing at contract it is this, at forward contract it is this, and the net it was receivable, and we are receiving 2,70,000. As this is payable and this is receivable, we are subtracting this, and the net payable comes 1,18,42,500. Here the net payable was 1,16 lakh. Here it is 1,18 lakh. So which is beneficial? This is beneficial. Is it alright? So which option you will recommend? Option A or 1 is recommended. So you always remember this. I used to make this mistake. These are payable and not receivable. Payable higher is not better. Payable lower is better. Is it alright? So higher payable is not better. I will be recommending option A. Is it alright? Let me go to Jaimin. Jaimin, it was your question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Alright. Sir, I am cancelling forward contract today. So this will be receivable today. As per time value of money concept, if this is receivable today, this cannot be deducted directly from this because this is payable after 3 months. Absolutely agreed. Let me go to that point. Jaimin, you try and tell me, this is a profit for a bank when?
After 2 months.
It is after 2 months. Try to concentrate. This was a payable by a bank after 2 months. This also bank is not entering into spot contract. Bank is entering into 3 months contract. So this was also payable after 2 months. So this, see, if you see this rate and this rate, both will be after 2 months. So the profit automatically is after 2 months. That's not it. So, but understand, in practical life what will happen? See, bank will pay you today itself. But what bank will pay you, I'll tell you. 2,70,000 into 1 divided by 1.02. Why 2%? I'll tell you. They have given 12% is per annum. I want to discount it for 2 months. Is it alright? Bank will pay you to, I'm talking about practical life. In theoretical life, this answer is correct. Is it alright? In practical life, bank will pay you this money, 2,70,000, discounting it by 2%. Is it alright? That is 2,70,000 divided by 1.02. It is 264,705. Will be paid to you today. That's correct. But today figure cannot be adjusted with 3 months figure. Is it right? Today's figure cannot be adjusted with 3 months figure. Is it alright? So what you need to do is again add 2% interest. Actually, it should be 3% interest. Actually, it should be 3% interest. Is it alright? Why? Because now it is invested for 3 months, because this payable is 3 months. Is it alright? So the answer will not match. But then you should add 3%. Is it alright? So 2,64,705 into 1.03, it is 2,72,646. And this should be adjusted over here. I agree. Is it alright? But understand, in this case, what is assumed is this all settlement with a bank will be done after 3 months, and after 3 months bank will be paying me 2,70,000. Also, they have specifically told me you can ignore the third year's interest. Is it alright? So if I ignore third year's interest, which you should not, is it alright? If I do it 2%, believe me, answer will be exactly 2,70,000. Because I have discounted it by 2% and I have compounded it by 2%. But you telling me this, that sir, this is of today is not correct. 2,70,000 figure will be discounted for today and will be paid to you today. So this is actually a future value. This answer is not getting tallied just because this is of 2 months and this is of 3 months. Is it alright? And 2 months contract you are cancelling and you are adjusting this 1 month's lag. Is it alright? But you cannot tell me this is today. This is after 2 months receivable from a bank to a customer. Of course, you should add 1 month interest to it. I agree. You should add 1 month interest. But in practical life, it is done. In theoretical life, this is not done. Is it not? But understand, even the difference is huge, which will not be covered by this 1 month interest. Is it? On 2,70,000, the difference is 2,700. So it will not affect your decision making. Is it? This 1 month interest will not affect your decision making. Is it? Should I write down an exact answer what you should do? Is it alright? It is 121, 12,500. 121, 12,500 is payable after 3 months. 2,70,000 is receivable after 2 months. 2,70,000 is receivable after 2 months. So you should add 1 month interest on it. Is it alright? 1 month interest is 1%. 1% is 2,700. Is it alright? This is receivable after 2 months on cancellation. This is interest on this amount. If you add this to this, both is also after 3 months. I have taken after 2 months, added the interest. Is it alright? It should be 121, 12500. Minus 2,70,000 minus 2,700 is 118,39,800. Believe me, it will not affect the decision making. So this is not considered. It is very normal. 2,700 rupees in crores of rupees is very nominal. So even if it is not considered, it is absolutely alright. This is theoretically perfect answer, but believe me, in practical life also this will be adjusted. 2,700 rupees does not matter when the dealing are in crores. Is it alright? So this is how the settlement will be made. I hope I'm clear about it. Sorry. So any student with question, this is all about cancellation of forward contract. Any student with any question on cancellation of forward contract.